officialwatchers.com, official timekeepers of WCMMA.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is in the WCMMA featherweight division and is sponsored by OneStopMMAshop.com. Introducing these two warriors. The fighter standing to my right in the red corner. He weighed in at 60 kilograms and represents Twickenham Martial Arts. He is Zabi Sahabi. And the fighter standing to my left in the blue corner. He weighed in at 59 kilograms and represents Elite MMA Agency. He is Dominic Wooding. Your referee in charge of the action is Garth Harriman.
So this one being fought at 60 kilograms. Dominic Wooding versus Zabi Sahabi.
Rob, both these guys are very confident in the little meeting I had with them earlier on.
Dominic with a huge kick, doesn't find the target. Zabi pouring out that jab, trying to keep his man at range.
It's amazing at 16 how tentative they are. You'd think at that age you want to come out swinging, wouldn't you?
It's the sparring, don't you think, Neil? It's the sparring that makes the difference between those that come out and swing and those that are a little more tentative.
Yeah, definitely. I think the training where they're training has definitely made a big difference. You'll see some of the independent fighters you get at some shows will definitely come out swinging. These boys are definitely with some really good camps.
Both guys very focused. Good kick to the midsection again by Zabi.
Yeah, I think Zabi's had enough of all the strikes and kicks, going for the takedown.
Great sprawl by Dominic, does really well.
Yeah, Dominic's defending it beautifully with his left arm. Has a wizard in there.
Looking to switch. Zabi looking to lift his man up high. Doesn't quite get it. Zabi looking for that takedown, unable to find it. Slips backwards and trips. Dominic looks to take advantage.
Very pacey first round from both fighters. Happy to strike. I think Zabi had enough of his striking and then obviously went for the takedown. Dominic doing really well to defend it.
So here we go, back into the action. Both these young fighters looking to trade off.
Now, being an orthodox fighter myself, when you fight somebody who's a southpaw, the best medicine is a straight right. Step forward with a straight right. Really hard to defend. As you can see, Dominic's guard is beautifully high. Definitely the better striker out of the two, Rob.
Both guys jostled very well there for position. Plum clinch. Zabi looks to keep hold of it. Both guys throwing shots, neither landing.
Yeah, I think Zabi has realised he's beaten when it comes to stand-up. He definitely has to go for that takedown, Rob. And you can hear from Dominic's corner, tell him exactly what to do, and it's worked.
Beautiful. Moved his way round through that high kick, caught his opponent beautifully.
It's unbelievable to think it's their first fight, Rob.
At 16.
Yeah. The technique from both is really, really good. I think thus far, Dominic's the better fighter of the two.
Just makes you feel old, Neil. So here we go, back to the action. Zabi Sahabi, Dominic Wooding.
And immediately Zabi going for that grab, for that clinch, want to close the distance between himself And I think the superior strikes from Dominic. Clinching, going for the takedown, and again, as you can see, Dominic's sticking the wizard in there. It's going to be very hard to take him down.
Both guys go flat. Zabi needs to be careful not to give up his back here. Dominic could look to climb round, set those hooks in. Looks
Using
to
the
flip off
fence,
the
Rob.
cage.
Yeah.
Cage walks really well. Zabi needs to be really careful now for the flip. As Dominic looks to move to side mount. It's a very clever technique that fighters have learned to use over the time, isn't it, Neil, the cage walk?
Yeah, I think, nowadays, it's like you said earlier on, it's not just an old gym with a wooden floor and mats pulled out. You go to some of these gyms, they've got cages in there or fences in there, and they learn these techniques. They learn to get into the worst position ever, and then they walk the cage. He's doing really well to defend himself from any strikes from Zabi.
Kind of slightly unorthodox position. Zabi looked to almost swing round for the armbar there, but didn't quite get it.
Yeah, and Dominic going for his own takedown.
Huge takedown. Big crowd pleaser.
Excellent fight, Rob. Both guys very, very good at their striking, and as you can see from both wrestling, jiu-jitsu.
I'd say
Great.
what, both these boys have got bright futures.
Definitely, definitely.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of featherweight action, we go to the judges' scorecards. And we have a unanimous decision in favor of your winner. From the blue corner, Dominic Wooding. And please show your appreciation for a gallant runner-up, Zabi Sahabi.
Right, young little Anderson Silva, well done. A little birdie tells me, no mention Jake Boswick, that used to bunk off school to go training. Is this true?
Well, they all think that I bunked school. It's not true, since I finished school early.
If you did, I wouldn't tell you off. I think that's a very, you're learning a very good trade here in this thing called a cage. It's a really respectable career in my opinion. And with your performance tonight, I think you could go a very long way. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that as well. That's why my management, Elite MMA agency, took me on board, because he sees a future in me. And I would just like to thank my Lord and Saviour, Jesus Christ. And I'd like to thank Elite MMA agency, Team Titan, all the guys that's been helping me over there. Nathan Grayson, because I always spar with him, because we're like the same kind of weight class. So I'd like to thank all of them. And my family and friends for coming over. So yeah, thank you. And I'd like to thank Mark Smith as well. I look up to this guy, man.
But your mum and dad. Congratulations. Let's hear it. Well done, buddy.
Well done, Dominic. And I'm here with a gallant that you guys, both 16, you're fighting like men. I just want to say one. Can you imagine these guys when they're 20 years old? This is what the UFC is all about. Guys, say thanks to your fans because you've done a real... Most guys would have laid down. You got knocked out. You woke yourself up. You fought like a man. I just want to pat you on the back, sir. You want to say anything?
Thanks a lot, everyone who supported me and who's a great fighter.
Both guys, round of applause, two 16-year-old
fight.
people.
Two tough young
Can't
fighters.
believe it.
Well done.
Well done, both guys.